Peace, y'all, and all that good stuff. Today, well, welcome back, first of all, to Carolina's Finest. I'm so glad to see y'all. I appreciate you being here. Today, we have a very special guest. Oh my goodness, this guy here. So let me tell you, he has his own philosophy, and it goes as follows. A man should only be as hungry as those he has to provide for. I can't snap with that hand. I just think that's beautiful. But this man is from Kinston, North Carolina. He is a photographer and a poet and a graduate of North Carolina A&T Aggie Pride. Y'all, please welcome Denzel, also known as NoNotWashington, also known as Hot Chocolate Cup Poet. What was that? I'm sorry, because I knew I was going to mess it up because it was a little awkward.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
A hot chocolate poet.
The hot chocolate. Why do they call you the hot chocolate poet?
Prodigy gave me that name, the hot chocolate poet, because when we were doing art and chill,
yes,
I was passing around hot chocolate to everybody.
Oh.
Well, the heat was broken in the apartment, but I had to try to keep everybody comfortable.
So art and chill. Okay, first of all, tell our people, hey people, how y'all doing? Tell them what art and chill is, and then we're gonna get into the nuts and berries of the show. I promise. But I think they should know.
Art and chill was initially created. No, art and chill was initially created to provide a safe space for Black and brown people, keeping them out of the clubs and into like that home environment. That's what I initially created it for.
Okay, so art and chill. Go back to that. So it was just a place that you could bring local people to come and vibe, and you were the host of it.
Yes.
And I think that's really interesting because when I was in college or undergrad, I didn't particularly like going to the club either, and I always wished there was a place that I could go and meet people, mix and mingle. And of course, in the beginning, I was an introvert. I didn't really like to come out my room a lot. But if I had known that there was a place like Art and Chill, then I probably would have did that. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's get into the meme of the moment.
Okay.
So the first meme, I'm gonna let you analyze this on your own.
Okay.
However, it says, "Them boys, ladies free all night. You better check your drink. After party at R. Kelly's compound. No cell phones allowed."
Wow, like a next level promotion.
It is a So what are your thoughts about that?
It is. Those men have very interesting situations that they went through, and I would say. let me go ahead.
I'm gonna just let you say your piece first, and then I'm gonna say mine, and we're gonna get back into this during what's happening now, because I think there's some things we need to discuss for real on a deeper level.
They definitely have interesting situations,
right?
But more specifically, like that meme, it's suggestive, and especially I would say it's dangerous to Black women as a whole, because of course there's Black men that's shown, but then like there was a meme that was created because they wanted to spread a message. So what is that message? And then like on social media it was popularized where like Black men aren't to the highest standard.
Yeah, it was such a beautiful way of putting that. Men aren't to the highest standard. Because I would just say, I ain't gonna say it.
But I get what you're saying. Basically, so Black women aren't safe, and especially on social media. And that's another thing, like it goes back to those safe spaces. I know that virtually there isn't a place where Black women can go and feel that like judgment-free zone, and physically there's really no place to go.
Okay, second meme. I pray you quit overthinking, replaying failed scenarios, feeding self-doubt, and seeing the good in everyone but yourself. You deserve more. So what are your thoughts on that?
My thought goes back to a situation. Matter of fact, it was two Valentine's Days ago. Not because the last one I was with my girlfriend, but the one before that I was single. And no, because the girl, she didn't have like a date or anything. I felt bad. Well, I was feeling bad for myself because I didn't have one. I was like, you know what? We both don't have a date, so why not just meet up, have a conversation and things like that. So I was like, what are some things that you love? I like to go for the gusto. Forget all that. Oh, what's your favorite color?
This gusto.
But so I was like, all right, well, what are some things that you love? She's like, oh yeah, I love art and hanging out with my friends and food. I was listening to her list all of these things, and not one time did she mention herself. So
that's beautiful. It's a beautiful story because I do feel like a lot of times, many times, all the time, Black women especially kind of forget to love themselves in everything that we have to do, everybody that we have to care for and nurture, and everything that we have to care for and nurture, including our houseplants. We forget to love ourselves. So that's really beautiful.
It's out of space, star crunch time. It's time to start crunching. I'm lunging to your aid. I want to exercise the right to have you if I can bag you. If not, I'll take these capsules and collapse in the bathroom. And if I happen to survive, I will look you in your eyes and tell you, you're the angel that kept me alive. Where your wings at? You just bite your lip and then you smile. What a dingbat. I think that you can find them in denial, and I think that the odds are I'm the eyeball, but you get eyeballed every time you zing past. And she'll be like, oh my God, and so you gonna be somebody.
Hey y'all, we are back with the witty and the also talented Denzel, also known as NoNotWashington, also known as
the hot chocolate poet.
The hot chocolate poet.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about when you started writing poetry and your journey to now.
I started writing poetry, like actually really getting into it. I would say my sophomore year of college.
Okay.
So like when it was poetry and not just like raps, but I've always had a thing for like words. So college, I started writing, and that was around the Trayvon Martin. So Black Lives Matter started to really like found themselves and to gain even bigger buzz than what happened before, because it was doing a lot of groundwork before, but it wasn't until Trayvon Martin when things really started spiking.
Right.
But someone asked me to write something because they knew I wrote raps before.
So you started out writing raps?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was in 6th grade, and it was me and Dominic McLean, and I'm going to always shout him out. Dom, you out there, man. Then I won my first talent show the semester before I transferred to A&T.
Where did you go before A&T?
I was at UNC Charlotte first.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you like that?
It was, socially, I liked it.
Okay.
But once I knew about the politics behind it and knew that I was only sculpted to be a certain type of individual, then I wasn't with that. Because I don't want to be with somebody else that's saying that they want to be my own person. Then I came here, man, just took off.
That's great. Okay, so you said you started writing raps when you were in the 6th grade, and then your sophomore year you started reciting poetry, correct?
Yes.
So how did you transform from a rapper to a poet?
All right, so initially, like, I realized people weren't listening to what I was saying, really. They were just listening to the beat, and it sounded like mumbling.
Right.
And people were wondering, like, why wouldn't he say the actual words to the song instead of, I don't know what he's saying.
Right.
And so I took away the beat and kept the words. So the same talent shows that I was losing before, I won with the same material. And I realized it was because people couldn't hear me and they couldn't understand me. So I had to take away all the noise, and that goes into the communication model.
Right.
I had to take away all the noise so the receiver could get what I was trying to say.
That's beautiful. And that's just kind of worked for you ever since?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. And so tell us about this good news thing. I know that you like to be an active voice in the community that spreads the good news, also known as the gospel, like the Lord. So what types of message, or what do you consider good news?
Good news is anything that's relevant to them, that's good, that's capital G. So something that they could use for the works, which is capital W, but it all goes back to the ghetto gospel and basically, all right, so revert all that. The good news is anything that they could use for themselves. So like I was saying, if you have an addiction or if you are the ones that's selling it.
Right.
Even more so, if you're selling the street pharmaceuticals, then you are a marketeer or a salesman.
And so you could probably sell some cars.
Yeah.
Or furniture.
Or sell homes to impoverished people that really need it, but they can afford it, but they wouldn't know that they can afford it or get the proper assistance because they don't have the education or the access to the information.
So basically using those same skills or learning to use those same skills for the good of the community.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Do you think that R. Kelly in this latest scandal is good for the community?
I do.
Oh, well, let's talk about it.
I do, because those situations are occurring for us to have conversations like this.
Okay.
So where we
let's have a conversation.
Where we can have conversations talking about bettering the community.
No, let's have a conversation. So I don't know if y'all know what's going on with R. Kelly, the Pied Piper of R&B. Yes, the man who brought us "Step in the Name of Love." Yeah. The same man who brought us "You Remind Me of My G." The same man who brought us "When a Woman Loves." I can't sing, but you know that song. She Loves for Real. The same man who brought "When a Woman Is Fed Up." We have all of these ballads. The same man, oh my gosh, that brought my personal favorite, "I Believe I Can Fly," with the choir. That was I had to sing that song in a play in elementary school.
Maybe the choir was kidnapped too.
Oh Lord, have mercy. So this man has allegedly, he has been accused of holding young women in a cult-like situation in their homes. Apparently, he brainwashes them and tells them that they can't leave or go anywhere. Now, when I first heard it, I was like, come on, bruh. Let R. Kelly live, bruh. It's so, you know what I'm saying? And then I saw video footage of press conference from one of the victims' parents and family, and they were like serious. They were like, "She don't sound the same. It ain't her." Her little gangster sister got up there like, "He shouldn't be doing this," but her makeup was really beautiful.
It was.
You saw it?
Yeah,
it was really beautiful.
Get into that beat.
Yeah. And then I saw another video clip of one of the women who he was accused of holding hostage or whatever. And she was real, she wasn't giving us a lot of information about her situation. I don't know if she seemed like she was being held captive. I don't know if I got that vibe from her, but she definitely was not giving us enough information for us to let this thing go. So that's what's happening with the Pied Piper, and the fact that this man named himself the Pied Piper, and the Pied Piper is this fairy tale guy who who is known for singing music or playing music to get kids away from the village, from the villages. So that's a little concerning. Okay. Thoughts?
They said Lucifer can also construct like 42-part harmonies.
Well, they said, Lucifer apparently is the angel of music. The angel of music. He was the angel of music before God kicked him out of heaven. That's what I was going to say. So what do you think about this R. Kelly scandal?
When I first thought, like, oh man, this guy's, he's orchestrating a cult. He's trying to tell women how to dress. He's out there just, luring people away from their families. I thought, man.
You seem so concerned.
Nah, he's a pimp. All right, so, and the reason why I'm saying that is, well, he might not be pimping, he might be macking. But there's a physical difference where he's not really putting his hands on them or so like that.
Or using them, because a pimp, which stands for pimp. I'm not going to say the word on here. However, a pimp gets these women, gets them away from their homes and starts to brainwash them and then use them for sex trafficking.
He could.
That's
Look,
nice to say.
I don't know if R. Kelly is doing sex trafficking, but he definitely could be using them like to get money out of them and like not paying them anything for their labor. Because what they are hopeful singers. Like they looking at.
Are they?
Yes.
They are aspiring singers.
Yes.
That's the key.
The plot.
That's how he gets them. That's the key. If this is really happening, that's the key. Oh, you want to be a singer? Oh, well, let me take you to my studio.
Take you to the hotel.
Let me. Ooh. Yeah, facts. Let's. I can't even compose myself. Let's take you to the hotel or go to the pool, my pool house, and let me show you the studio and let's work on your singing. You remember him and Aaliyah were married?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And she was really young at that time, and her parents were like, "F no,
Yep.
got to get this fixed right now." But he's had an affinity for young women since the dawn of time. But there are many men in our communities older that like to be with young women. Why do you think that is?
I do not know.
Right, because you're not one of them.
Exactly.
Great to hear.
So I do not know, and I often wonder like what has led to that. Because even like being in a relationship, like I always go back to like the relationship. Even being in a relationship, those were one of the insecurities that I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that older men was like looking at my girl, like clearly older men,
right?
And sometimes they'll be with their wife. So it is really sorry about that.
No, it's nasty. I mean, I don't know.
No, but for real,
it's creepy. Creepy is the word. It's creepy is the word, man. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what you're 50 something and she's 18, 19. Like what is it? What is it? I need a psychologist to help me understand. But that's what's happening now, y'all. Look into it, figure it out. What do you think? I don't know. Tell us, comment. I don't know. This thing is gonna go on for a little bit. But we're gonna take a brief break and we'll be back with Denzel, also known as NoNotWashington, also known as
the Hot Chocolate Poet,
in just a few seconds. Okay, so we are back with Denzel, also known as NoNotWashington, also known as
the Hot Chocolate Poet.
So, Hot Chocolate Poet, what are you up to now? What are some current projects that we need to be on the lookout for, and how can our audience find you on social media?
All right, so what I'm trying to do now is create a publication that's called All Is Fair in Love and War. And basically what it is a compilation of pictures and words together that, talk about my journey of like love lost, and basically journeying through the question of, is it better to have it or to lose it?
Whew. Can I answer that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, because being in love was really fun and kind of takes you on a high, but losing love made me strong. But anyways, we're just gonna have to listen and watch that so that we can understand. But what else you got going on?
Yeah. Next week I'm trying to link up with Justin the Beloved.
Justin the Beloved.
So I can lay down a couple of tracks. And put out some music for people to have, and then shoot some visuals so I can, practice directing and being in it, kind of like the Spike Lee type thing.
Gotcha.
So, I plan on doing that. And the last thing is a personal project where it's more so like me documenting my growth. So I have like this journal that I just write down my ideas and I just leave it at that, and I just keep collecting journals until I get to that place where I really want to be. Because right now I'm not where I want to be.
I can understand that. Yeah. That's beautiful. And so, how can we find you?
You can find me in the A. I'm on it.
A.
I'm on it. Woo! All right. You can find me in the A, which is the @ NoNotWashington. That's on Twitter, Instagram. You can find me on LinkedIn too, Denzel.Fleming. Facebook, Denzel.Fleming. Yeah, so you can find me there. I'm virtually everywhere. Or you can find me at home, which is the artist block, where creative minds meet.
Yes, home. Yes, 1020 West Gate City Boulevard, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yes. Yes.
Come out.
No, but really.
You don't know already.
Yeah, no, but seriously.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you can find me at. It's a place of serenity.
Absolutely. A great place for people to come, mingle, and just enjoy art together. So y'all definitely should come out. Oh, especially, too, there's the Creative Fusion on the 28th of July. I believe that's that Friday. I'll be hosting it, so you should definitely come. But in addition to that, it's going to be some great performances, so you should see.
Yes. And Clarity is the feature, yes?
Clarity is a feature, and we interviewed him last week, and it was really, really good. He dropped some knowledge, so.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Clarity is, look at the video from last week, and you'll get some clarity yourself.
I cannot. All right, Denzel, you ready for the pop questions?
Yes, I am. Let's do it.
Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite person in Black history, and why?
Ooh, my favorite person in Black history. Is it like Americanized?
Is your world
Black history? I would say, oh man, my favorite. Oh,
yeah.
It's a pop question.
Yeah, I love it.
My favorite person.
Thinking face.
Yes. I never really thought about my favorite, but a person that has my influence, that influences me the most, I would say is I would say it's Jay-Z.
Ooh, why so?
It's Jay-Z because he wrote a lot of things that I live by. And when I was like 9 to 5 is how you survive.
Big Pimpin' Spin Cheese? Okay.
I thought about the Big Pimpin' and Spin Cheese. I really like that. But to even go further, I like that because of the lawsuit that was behind it. He did something that was, that was a shift in the hip hop culture. But also, Pimp C is on it. And I really like Pimp C or Chad. R.I.P.
Chad, okay, cool. Number 2, that's great.
No, Pimp C's name is Chad.
Okay. I didn't know that. I wasn't ready. I didn't know y'all was on first name basis. Okay, number two. Do you speak to yourself? And if so, what do you say?
I do all the time. And mostly when I would say, like, it's not your standard prayer, but I talk to myself just to try to figure out if I'm going in the right direction that I want to go in. And then, like, so I just ask for some guidance. I might even be sweeping the floor like I was moving earlier. Like, man, like, I know I'm headed in another direction.
Right.
I just need that guidance to get to where I'm going.
Right.
So was I talking to myself? Was I talking to God? I don't really know, but I do.
But if God lives in you, then you're fine.
God, guide, either way, it sounds the same.
Hey, come on, somebody. I'm going to shout in a second. Ooh, don't start that. We got to wrap up the show. All right, number 3. Who are your artistic influences?
Jay-Z, Nas, Andre 3000, Kendrick Lamar, Basquiat. Let's see, artistic. Oh, with photos, I've really been checking out the aesthetic of, like, the fader. It started out black. I don't know where they're at now, but definitely that. The Pursuit of Happiness it's not necessarily who. Well, it is. It was a what, but so Will Smith in that role, artistic influence. My mom, most definitely.
Shout out to moms.
Because she introduced me to my other influences, Erykah Badu, Common. I really like Fonte. Yeah, Fonte. Well, Little Brother. They're working some things out. Ninth Wonder, so I'm going to shout him out too.
Are these all musical artists?
Mostly.
And the photography people? I feel some kind of way because I feel those people that you mentioned are artists, are poets, but they're not poets. I feel
so
some kind of way.
Leading into that.
Okay,
there's Maya Angelou, Robert Frost, and that's with the iambic pentameter and the overall structure and the technical parts of it. But then I take it because even when you say they're poets but they're not poets, a lot of the times I'm not listening to the melody of things. I'll go to Rap Genius and I'm looking at the lyrics and what are they saying and how did they compose it this way and how did they really express themselves. But then I go and listen to the song, it's like, oh snap, they genuinely express themselves while staying on this beat.
And that is a skill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quandrick, who was here, Trey, definitely the people that I met at the Artist Block. I mean, I keep on plugging in the Artist Block, but it's a definite because these people have a direct influence on my life. Everyone else is secondary, you know. But in their existence and being around them and just seeing like they're doing something too, they're definitely an influence as well.
Awesome. Okay, so we will be back with Denzel NoNotWashington, also known as
Hot Chocolate Cold.
I'm so glad that you got that on cue at this point. We'll be right back. He's going to perform for y'all. Peace. Welcome back to Carolina's Finest, and we are going to have Denzel, also known as NoNotWashington, also known as
Chocolate Cold,
is going to perform something for you. So wherever you are, give him a spiritual round of applause.
Alright, so boom. I wrote this and it was kind of crazy. You know, I was just stringing things together, hoping it makes sense. They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm concentrating on them peaches when repeating my view. So when I see you, I will speak it, hope it reaches your buds. You tell me to speak up, and indeed I would do. What you tell me, don't be selfish, I'm allergic to you. It's like my hands start to clam and my muscles will bruise. I need some Robitussin and something Sudafedrin for my hair because I'm steady making up a set in my whoo. See, I'm Pepe Le Pew. You're a cat with a race stripe. I'm attacking your face like you're a snack to a great white that's deep blue. See, I'm Cool James with a Luke Kane collection that is different, but immaculate taste like I imagine you taste like. Pink starburst and good credit and feel better than the clap at the stage fright. It's whatever because we're having a great night. Whenever I see you, I hit the gram. That's whenever I need you.
Awesome. That was all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, y'all. So do not forget to come back. Thanks for coming on the show today.
No, thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you know you're talented, brother. This is what we do. Anyways, please come back next week to watch what we have going on here. Also, so there's two things that I wanted to address. At some point, we have to stop demoralizing ourselves and dehumanizing ourselves by posting memes that can ruin someone's reputation. That's step one. Step two, stop overthinking. Stop doubting yourself. You got this. Do whatever it is that you are supposed to do on this earth, and the Lord or the universe or the creator or whomever will support you. Peace.